Right, so I wanted you to check out the work we've been doing on this little green shorty. So back in the early 70s, they had drum brakes all round, so there was no need for a brake booster. So what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks, amongst other things, is we've installed a disc brake front end on this vehicle, which means we need to update the braking system up here. So we've got an 80 series booster with an 80 series master, and we've had to move the clutch master over as well, about 40 mil. And this is because in the early days they had no need for a booster, and they had a straight up support, and the clutch and the brake master were so close together that we've had to totally rework the bulkhead up here to fit the booster in. Now that means unstitching the straight up support, unstitching a more modern support from an old rusty old thing that we got out in the yard here, and then stitch that in, rework the holes for the booster and the master, and it's come up a treat. So here at MrLandcruiser we sell the spacers for the booster conversion. Also, there's a lot of work to be done inside the vehicle. So on these early ones, they had you can see how close they were. There was no way the booster's going to work, and the clutch master. So this is actually welded in. This all has to be cut out and thrown in the bin. And here we go. I just picked this out of the yard. It's a bit dusty, as they all are. But, this gives you the idea of the difference in the spacing between the old pedal box and the new ones. And these are bolt-ins, so no need to weld them in. You just need to relocate the clutch pattern and then drill the holes and cut out the hole for the booster. Now, as you can see, it is dusty, a bit rusty. What we do, strip these down to their component parts. They go in our electrolysis bin overnight. They come out and get spray painted. They look like brand new. It's amazing, really is. So what I'll do, I'll take you outside. I just want to show you the before and after. So the masters and the straight up support. So come with us. Right, so we're out in the yard. This is one of the old wrecks here. Now this is an early 70s as well. This gives you an example of what it was like on the little green shorty before we did the conversion. Now you've got the straight up support, two masters far too close together to ever fit a booster in there. So this is what we cut out, unstitch it. There's welds at the top, and then you have to unstitch the spot welds to take that out. And one of the greatest things about working down here at MrLandcruiser is that if we don't have it or if we need it, we just go out in the yard and pick it. There's loads of stuff here, and as you can probably hear, it's all systems go. Cars being torn apart, stacked up, categorized, and yeah, so if we need anything, it's the best place to be. So back here at the beast, we've still got plenty to do on it. I've got to get all the brake lines plumbed up. We've got to plumb up the cooling system. There's a lot of wiring to do on this, because it did have a Valiant engine in it and they'd really butchered the wiring. So we're going to put it all back to stock standard. So yeah, plenty to do. I better crack on.